large police presence on Sullivan where 6 people have been shot. 3 of them are dead.
And this follows several shootings in St. Louis yesterday. Fox 2's Rocky Madden just got to the scene. What have you been able to find out so far, Rocky?
Well, right now, just a tremendous outpouring of grief, sadness, and anger tonight. You may be able to hear over my shoulders some of the yelling in the dark tonight. One man yelling out, "That's my brother." Another woman breaking down emotionally. Now we're going to show you, you'll see that light and some police tape there. Now the light is back. And we're not going to zoom in on that. That is protection for one of the bodies. And if we zoom in, you're going to see things that no kids need to see tonight. Now we're going to pan to the left here. You're going to see a St. Louis bus. That is a party bus that I'm told that the man in the store behind that bus owns by some of the people here in the neighborhood. I'm hearing from them that one man obviously was dead on the schoolyard. This is an elementary schoolyard that we showed you first. Then on the front of the store outside that there's one body, and one person also thought there was another body inside. And then we had 3 other people apparently wounded in whatever happened here tonight. We have no motive, no idea at this point, but 3 others went to the hospital themselves. I've got a woman off to my right who's just sobbing right now, apparently knows some of the victims. Just outpouring of grief from so many people and anger at the same time. Many police on the scene. Things are being kept quiet. Now the police chief, Hayden, is due to come here in about 10 minutes. He's going to talk to us to tell us what happened, and I will let you all know in our booth so they can take us live and see if the chief can fill us in with any information. But I see some white shirts. Can you pan a little left there, John? Is that the chief? Is that the chief? I can't see. Yeah, that is the chief walking this way and coming up here. So, yeah, you're right. I don't know if he's going to come to us right now or if they wanted us to move to the other side of Warney. We're at the corner of Warney and Sullivan, but if the chief keeps walking this way, I'm going to wait here and fill some time and tell you again that we have 3 people dead here in North St. Louis near Warney and Sullivan tonight. And then we have 3 people who were shot. The chief is coming through this way. Chief, do you want to talk to us right now, or? Here comes the chief right now, and it's just a horribly emotional night. Chief, we are live. If we can go ahead and talk to you about what you think happened. I know it's so early on in the investigation.
So approximately at 7:30 p.m. This evening, we got called for shots fired. And upon our arrival, we discovered that there are 3 adult males that were deceased on the scene. Since that time, we are understanding that there are at least 4 other persons, adult males, that would be potentially a part of this scene. We still have to talk to everybody, still have a lot of interviews to do yet. We are here with their families are here. Naturally, they are being consoled. We have some of our social workers here on the scene as well, and you can probably hear some of the emotions in the background. But again, there are, I guess, a total of 7 persons that were shot, 3 of whom are remaining on this scene, all adult males approximately in their 30s.
Now we've got 1 dead man over here on the schoolyard, and then I've heard there's 1 body in front of the store and 1 inside, or can you tell me about that?
Here, there's 2 persons just outside of the convenience store there, and then there's 1 person that apparently collapsed in the schoolyard.
Okay, so are we talking about a potential robbery here, or one group mad at another group?
Not exactly sure of the motive at this point. Again, we're doing a lot of interviews, checking on any available video that might be on the scene or around the scene. And so this is very early in the investigation, but we're doing everything we can. Certainly anybody with any information, we would hope that they would call the homicide division or Crime Stoppers. But again, they're very early on. There are 3 people deceased, and then there's another 4 that we believe went to area hospitals and what have you.
And now we've had 10 people, I believe, shot and some killed on Father's Day over the weekend, and now we've got another 7. And we're not even officially into summer. It looks like it's shaping up to be. Is there anything citizens can do to cool tempers, or is that the problem? Is there anything we can all do?
Well, certainly those individual scenes had their own set of circumstances. Certainly people should be able to disagree without using gun violence. I think that certainly our gun laws are part of the challenge. But as you mentioned, hey, this is seems to be pretty volatile this weekend, and we're doing everything we can to solve all of these crimes.
Witnesses are so important when putting together a case, and I hear so many times from police officers in homicide that people are afraid to come forward. They don't want to get involved. What can you say to this? Give them some confidence.
Certainly, sometimes people are reluctant to come forward, and then there's other times that people are willing to come forward. There is money for witness protection that's available, and so again, we're encouraging anybody with any information to contact our homicide division or Crime Stoppers to provide that information to us.
I don't have any other questions at this point. Is there anything else we need to know from you?
I would just hope, again, these are solvable. We need some information right now. It's fairly early in the investigation. We hope that anybody with any information would assist us by providing it to us.
Don't want to put words in your mouth, but it appears it could be a long, hot summer and violent.
Well, hopefully not, but certainly this was a violent weekend, and certainly this is a violent evening.
All right, Chief, thank you very much for talking to us tonight.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. So that's what we know right now. We're now up to 4 people also wounded and went to local hospitals, and that 3 people are dead tonight right here. 1 on the schoolyard, this is an elementary school, and then 2 right out front of that store there. And the store owner, I'm told, owns that bus that says St. Louis on it. It's a party bus that he has been in business there, one neighbor thought, for at least a couple of years. Just a lot of emotion floating around us outside camera range right now, but people very angry of what's going on. And you know what, the language is getting rough, so I'm going to wrap it up. Rocky Madden, Fox 2 News, reporting live in North City.